So the first step on this project was to pressure wash, clean everything up, and I actually used that to remove the outboard engine decals. Since it's cold here, I moved this into my woodwork shop so I could work while it was, less than 30 degrees outside. After sanding down all the parts, then I worked on filling all the voids and giving everything a good paint job. After 3 or 4 coats of paint, so then I applied the decals to the engine. One of the problems with this outboard was that the trim system did not work. So the trim cylinder was replaced with new cables, and the linkage was adjusted. With the new cylinder and cables adjusted properly, the engine is easy to raise, and then you can lock it in position. The motor on this was actually in pretty good shape, so this just needed a good cleanup.
We're at Steve's Body Shop.
So after sanding and cleaning, we're applying a waterproof epoxy filler to all the voids in the boat, and then we're going to sand that down and prime for final paint. We used total wet edge paint and a foam roller. That was per the instructions. This is a fabric cable loom that I got. So all of the cables of the fuel lines were covered with this material. This material is very easy to use and has a memory where it wants to wrap around the wire. I used a black fabric tape to seal all the ends where you cut the loom to make sure that that didn't come back apart. The steering wheel cover was missing, so the bolt was exposed. So I got some 1/4-inch aluminum and fabricated something to fit in there. Eventually, I actually wrapped that in vinyl. Addition of the new battery box required just a little bit extra extension on the cables. So I added new cables with a terminal strip and then heat shrunk all the ends. These are solderless heat shrink joints that I used for some of the smaller electrical connections. The original switches drew battery power as soon as the battery was connected, so I added new ones and rewired things, and also added a USB port with voltage indication. all in all, the project turned out pretty good. I'm very pleased. The owner's big boat, the name of that is Swamp Bass, so the new name for this one is fitting.